Welcome. Today's practice will be to release negative emotions and heal our emotional body. The practice will be divided into 4 parts. The first part will be to connect with the earth. The second part will be to connect with the negative emotion. The third part will be to release the negative emotion into the earth. The fourth part will be to connect and gather positive emotion. So let's take a few moments to calm down. Coming back to our body. Coming back to the central line of our physical body. From here, we'll start to direct our intention toward the earth. You can imagine the inside of your body being empty, being like a vessel through which it is possible for the earth energy to pass. Through this vessel, we start sinking deeper into the ground. Start to observe the quality of the earth energy. This peace, this profound wisdom, this timeless age. You can imagine as if the lower part of your body is blending with the earth. It's becoming more and more part of the earth. Our central channel expands from the central line of our body deep down into the earth. And you can imagine this as an expanded, open channel. We are rooted into the earth. We breathe earth energy into our body. As we prepare to connect with a negative emotion we feel like working on today, we feel that the earth supports us, that the earth embraces us with her wisdom, with her love. That the earth is able to receive whichever amount of energy. And she will then transform it, give it new life. We feel sustained, we feel loved, we feel in a safe space for our emotional work. If you haven't chosen yet, I invite you to choose one specific topic, emotion, situation that causes you suffering, pain, distress. And look for the one that intuitively feels relevant for you to work on right now. Sometimes the first one who pops into your mind is the best. And slowly we will start to sink into this emotion, explore it, give it our attention. Where does it go to touch inside of me? What type of feelings or images does it trigger in me? How does it make me feel? As we breathe gently, we allow ourselves to sink deeper into this emotion. If you're having difficulty to connect with the negative emotion, you can use the help of any image, thought, memory, or even invented situation that will help you stimulate this particular negative emotion, so that you are able to observe it and to enter into it. We allow ourselves to enter into the pain, to observe even deeper at the roots of this suffering. Where does the roots of this suffering touch inside of myself? What kind of frustration, insecurity, fear does it touch? And so we keep on observing at the best of our abilities. And this practice of simply observing the negative, the traumatic emotions in ourselves is already a very transformative and very healing act. Because in here we give attention, we give care to this part of ourselves which is demanding it, which is crying. The simple fact of directing our attention toward this aspect of ourselves directs loving and healing energy toward the part of ourselves which is hurt. If it helps you, you can even imagine yourself as a little child which has been hurt, and to direct your love, your attention and your care toward this part of yourself. Taking a few more breaths and sinking, opening the door that connects us to the earth. Prepare to release the negative charge, the traumatic charge of this emotion into the ground. And as we breathe gently, we start to do this. To imagine this energy being released, abandoning our body, abandoning our energy field. Abandoning our mental and emotional fields, entering in the earth. And we continue to maintain focus on this action at the best of our abilities. Draining the negative charge into the earth receiving it. Continue draining greater and greater quantities of this traumatic energy. Liberating action. Allowing the negative charge to be released into the earth. we do so, we start to observe the possibility of us existing without this particular trauma. As we continue draining the negative energy into the ground, we start seeing, perceiving with our intuition. What does it mean to be released of this particular issue? How does the version of myself who doesn't have, who has managed to heal, to learn, and to overcome this particular situation, how does it feel like? What quality does this version of myself have acquired? So as I continue draining the negative charge into the ground, I can start to be imagining that at the same time, while I am discharging into the ground the negative charge, I am also collecting this energetical quality, this emotion, this ability, this way of being that I need, that this situation teaches me, or that is required for me to step beyond this challenge. So it's like a flow of energy, new energy entering from around us and above us, old energy leaving from beneath us. I invite you to imagine this version of yourself who has transcended this particular issue, and to observe its qualities that he has gained with excitement. We are, in a sense, excited about this upgrade, about these new qualities. You can make these qualities exactly in the form that feel good, that feel perfect, fulfilling, and meaningful to you. You try to look for these feelings, to connect with exactly what you need in this particular instance. And so now this energy enters more in our field, and we are literally becoming more of that, as at the same time we are releasing what is left of the negative charge into the ground. And we observe in this action how our whole field, our whole aura is changing. How we are becoming this new version of ourselves. How in each moment of this exercise we are quite literally becoming a different person, a more mature person, a more healed person, a more wholesome person. How now we're able to see all this amazing possibility that this negative energy or trauma has given to us, and even appreciate that this lesson came to us in our life, because it allows for this beautiful transformation into our new version of ourselves. It allows our next step in our life path. So with a lot of gratitude, I invite you for a few moments to intensify even more this feeling of accumulation of positive energy, of the energy that fulfills you, that excites you, that makes you feel good, that helps you, that heals you. Intensify its strength, its brightness. Feel it permeating your physical, your emotional, your mental bodies. Imagine it entering deep inside of yourself, all the way to the roots of your sufferings, and sending healing energy, caressing, restoring this part of ourself. Bringing comfort and love to this part of ourself that was injured. Take a few more moments to imagine how your whole being is radiating is joyful, is grateful for this particular healing work. It is grateful for you to have opened this space and to have given your attention and your care. So your whole field feels bright, feels wholesome, feels vibrant. So we take a few last breaths before closing this practice. One more time, appreciate and send love and care to the depth of our being. To this part of us which was asking for attention rightfully. And so, one last time, we embrace ourselves in love and in harmony. And so, with increased self-love, a lot of appreciation toward ourselves, focusing, collecting the energy in our lower abdomen, we close the space of practice. I invite you to repeat this practice as many times as you feel necessary, and any time that you can individuate a particular issue that needs healing, and that therefore can also be a trampoline for your next step in your growth. Thank you.